Hello, thank you so much for joining. Let's start this mock interview on generative AI. Can you please tell me what exactly is generative AI within ServiceNow and how does it differ from traditional AI?
Sure. First of all, thank you so much for conducting this mock interview. And traditional AI in ServiceNow is mainly about predicting outcomes, like auto-assigning incidents, categorizing tickets, or extracting fields from documents. It looks at past data and predicts based on patterns. But generative AI takes this further. Instead of just predicting, it creates new content, like writing incident summaries, drafting emails, generating knowledge articles, or even suggesting code. In ServiceNow, generative AI works through two tools, Now Assist, which is ready to use with no coding required, and the Generative AI Controller, which allows developers to integrate external AI models like OpenAI and customize the experience.
Great. Tell me, what are the most impactful use cases of generative AI on ServiceNow?
Yes, sure. There are a few standout areas where generative AI really makes a difference. First one is self-service automation. In this, virtual agents and search tools use AI to handle common queries, reducing tickets and freeing up agents. Second one is improving agent productivity. Here, AI generates incident summaries, solution drafts, and next steps, which helps agents resolve cases much faster. Lastly, content generation is a major win. AI can draft knowledge articles, create code snippets, and suggest process improvements. This saves a lot of time on repetitive tasks.
Okay. How do Now Assist and generative AI controller fit together in ServiceNow generative AI ecosystem? Tell me about this.
Okay, sure. Both Now Assist and Generative AI Controller complement each other really well. Now Assist is more for out-of-the-box use. It handles common tasks like summarizing incidents, drafting knowledge articles, or enhancing virtual agent chats without needing coding. On the other hand, the Generative AI Controller is aimed at developers. It lets them connect external models like OpenAI or Azure and build custom AI workflows inside ServiceNow. Most companies start with Now Assist for quick wins, then use the controller when they need deeper customization.
Okay, great. What are the key benefits or outcomes have organizations see from generative AI in ServiceNow? Do you have any idea about it?
By using it, organizations have seen impressive results. Many report that around 60 to 70% of their tickets get deflected through AI-powered self-service, reducing agent workloads significantly. Incident resolution times have been cut by more than half in many cases, thanks to AI-generated summaries and suggestions. And there are real cost savings too. Some companies, including ServiceNow itself, have saved millions annually by reducing manual work and speeding up operations.
Great. Tell me what risk or challenges come with implementing generative AI in ServiceNow. How can they be mitigated? This is the most important thing here, mitigation. Tell me about that.
Yes, absolutely. There are definitely some risks to watch out for. The biggest one is accuracy. Sometimes AI generates incorrect or misleading information. That's why ServiceNow recommends keeping a human review step before publishing any AI-generated output. Data privacy is also a concern when using external models, since data leaves ServiceNow. To reduce this risk, ServiceNow provides tools like Sensitive Data Handler to mask sensitive information. And finally, bias is always a possibility, so it's important to regularly review and audit AI outputs to ensure fairness and accuracy.
Cool, great. Uh, Now tell me what is generative AI controller and how does it integrate in ServiceNow or with ServiceNow?
Sure, the Generative AI Controller works like a connector between ServiceNow and external AI models, such as OpenAI, Azure, or Google's models. It lets developers easily integrate those models into ServiceNow workflows without the need for complex coding. You can use it inside Flow Designer or Virtual Agent to bring in AI-generated content or responses. The billing is simple too. it uses something called assists instead of charging per API call, which makes it predictable under ServiceNow's licensing.
Okay, one follow-up question. Which LLM providers are supported via the controller? And what does that mean for my project? My project, your project, and whichever project you have used it.
Okay. The controller supports several top LLM providers: OpenAI, Azure OpenAI, Aleph Alpha, IBM watsonx, and Google Vertex AI. There's also a generic connector for other providers if needed. This gives projects a lot of flexibility. You can choose the provider that best matches your data privacy, compliance, and business needs. It avoids vendor lock-in and lets you switch models as your strategy evolves.
Cool, great. Okay. Now tell me what out-of-box skills are available via the controller.
ServiceNow includes some helpful out-of-the-box AI skills with the controller. These include skills for generating content like emails or knowledge articles, 𝐄𝐧𝐠𝐝𝐢 for answering questions, summarizing long text, sentiment analysis for tone detection, and a generic prompt option for more creative tasks. These skills are ready to use without heavy prompt engineering, which makes it easier to adopt AI quickly in workflows.
Okay. Where is the data processed using external LLMs? And what are the implications of that?
Sure, let me explain it to you. When using external models through the controller, the data is processed on the external provider's servers outside of ServiceNow. This raises important privacy and compliance questions. That's why ServiceNow provides the sensitive data handler, which masks sensitive information before it leaves the platform. Still, organizations must carefully review what they're sharing and ensure it meets their internal policies and regulatory requirements.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now tell me what guardrails does ServiceNow provide to prevent unsafe or biased output?
So, ServiceNow has a tool called Now Assist Guardian that monitors AI prompts and responses for risks like violence, hate speech, or biased content. It can block, log, or escalate these cases automatically, ensuring safe usage of AI within the platform. However, this protection only applies to Now Assist's built-in skills. If you are using the controller with external models, it's your responsibility to enable the moderation features of the external provider.
Okay. Can I tune the prompts, temperature, or model setting through controller? Is it possible?
No, ServiceNow doesn't allow direct changes to model settings like temperature or max tokens. These are fixed to keep responses consistent and stable. But you can still guide the AI by carefully designing the prompts in Flow Designer or Virtual Agent. So while you can't tweak the technical settings, you can influence the response quality through prompt wording.
Okay. Now tell me what is the difference between Now LLM and external LLM via controller?
Yes, there is quite a big difference. Now LLM is ServiceNow's built-in model, which runs entirely within their platform. It's highly secure, requires no external data sharing, and works well for common tasks like summarization and knowledge article generation. External LLMs, connected via the controller, offer more advanced capabilities and broader language support. However, they come with extra costs and require careful data privacy management since data leaves the platform. Most organizations use Now LLM for everyday needs and external LLMs for more specialized or advanced cases.
Okay. Now tell me about multilingual support. How does multilingual support work in Now Assist and controller? Both.
Now Assist supports several common languages like English, French, German, and others right out of the box. For unsupported languages, it also offers a dynamic translation feature to help bridge the gap. The controller depends on the external LLM you connect. Many external providers support dozens of languages, which makes the controller ideal for more diverse, global use cases.
Okay. How does the human in the loop model work in real use or real life in ServiceNow?
So, in ServiceNow, AI doesn't take full control, it works alongside humans. AI-generated content, whether it's a summary, knowledge draft, or virtual agent reply, is presented as a draft first. Human agents review, edit, and approve before anything is finalized. This keeps people in charge, ensures quality, and reduces the risk of AI errors slipping through.
Okay, great. Finally, the last question. How do Now Assist and Controller work together in a platform strategy? What you have to say about that?
Yes, they have to. Both Now Assist and the controller can work together within the same strategy. Now Assist is designed for fast, ready-to-use AI capabilities, great for common tasks with minimal setup. The controller is more flexible, allowing developers to build custom workflows with external models for more specialized needs. Many companies start with Now Assist to get quick value, then add the controller later to handle advanced or industry-specific use cases.